there or see it go live from there.
Okay.
All right, we on live, Jesus. We on live, Jesus.
We live.
Is you live, y'all? Is you live, y'all? Come on in. Come on in. Gonna give y'all time to log on before we start this good old show.
Yeah.
Come on in, children. The water's fine. Yes, sir.
Oh my God.
Oh, yes. All right.
I had to drink my coffee this morning for this.
Listen. I understand what you mean. I had to drink my coffee and I still haven't had enough coffee yet, but that's okay. All right, so we're ready to get started. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, saints, ain'ts, friends, dogs, cats, quarantine bays, and wherever you fall in line.
Yeah.
I want to welcome you to the return of All Access Gospels in the Artist Corner. And you know what? I can't think of any other person that I would rather have on my return. You know, we was on a few weeks hiatus. Praise Jesus. Hallelujah.
We was on a sabbatical.
Yes. Tell the saints sometimes it's good to have a little hiatus. Come on, somebody. Y'all don't like me. Amen and amen. I want to say to my voice, amen. Amen again. Amen. And amen one more again. Ladies and gentlemen, we're so glad to have you back with us on All Access Gospel in the Artist Corner, and I'm so phenomenally excited to have this amazing woman on with me today, and she is none other than the fabulous, the ostentatious, the lovely, the beautiful, the jazzy, the also gospel-y Southern belle of the hood, Lakia Stokes.
That part. Hey, y'all.
Now look, Lakia, you know you prophesied that this was going to be fun, so I'm just trying to live up to the hype, okay?
Yes.
All right. So before we get started with Lakia, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to go to www.allaccessgospel.com. Make sure that you subscribe to our emailing list so that you can stay apprised and abreast to all that we've got coming your way. Praise God. And then we want you to go over to our social media pages. We're on Twitter and Instagram, y'all, at AA Gospel. You see it right there at the bottom of your screen. Y'all see our little decals down there? Yeah,
Fancy.
Right. I need y'all to listen.
Fancy.
Now, don't be like all other people. Don't say, oh, yeah, Derek, we're going to go over there and we're going to like it. And then I don't see you. In 7 days, y'all breath gonna stink. You lying to God, and you lied to the man of God, I swear. Go to Instagram and Twitter and follow us at AA Gospel. And then while you're at it, go to our YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel is youtube.com/All Access Gospel. And guess what? We are simulcasting right now on YouTube. So shout out to all our YouTubers over there. Hey, God bless you.
YouTubers.
Make sure that you subscribe and hit that notification bell, ting, so that you can be notified when we go live like we are right now. Lakia, so the last time you were on with us, we weren't on simulcasting on YouTube, praise God. Hallelujah.
The Lord
you didn't
has
have to spend some little apparatus.
He has upgraded you.
Yes. We thank the Lord for it.
I love it. It looks so good. I love it.
God bless you. God bless you. Oh, you're so kind. You're just so lovely this evening. I feel like Randy Watson from Mr. Randy Watson. Yes.
That boy's good.
That boy good. You're good and terrible. What's up, Donnell Russell? God bless you. All of you that are watching us by way of YouTube and on Facebook, we thank you so much for tuning in. All right, so Lakia, you've been here before, so you already know how this goes down.
Yes.
All right, so I start out with my top talkers. And okay, now I'm gonna be honest, Lakia, I'm gonna be a little petty.
Oh Lord.
Right? Now just forgive me in advance for being a little petty, praise Jesus. Now this is why I'm gonna be petty, because on Saturday, I call him COVID 45. And some call, and I also call him 40 plus 5. Some call him some other things. But the president of these United States of America decided he was going to have a rally up in Tulsa the day after Juneteenth. And actually, he originally was going to have it on Juneteenth.
Right.
And then there was a whole lot of pressure coming down. And then he was like, okay, I'm going to move it to the next day.
Right.
So I want to get your take on all of this. I'm not trying to make you political because I know a lot of times people want to discuss their political leanings. But I want to frame it more in the context of what do you feel about, because I don't know if you know this, but that site to me was an egregious error on their part, because Tulsa is the site of the 1921 massacre of many people in the Greenwood district of Tulsa, Oklahoma, which was also called Black Wall Street.
Right.
And so I just thought it was a little more than insensitive to be able to go to that site to do your rally when your rallies are kind of rife with stuff. Let me just say that.
Right.
That is not necessarily, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You want to get your take on it. What did you think?
Yeah, I think I can't say what I really want to say. But you know, he's not very he's not one of our more intelligent presidents. And so it did not surprise me that he was even going to do that. It did not surprise me at all. And what did surprise me was that he actually changed the date.
Yeah.
That surprised me.
Yeah.
Because he, you know, I don't know who is around him. He don't have no cousin them, no mama them. Nobody is saying, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? I just believe the people around him are maybe like yes men and women. And he just out here child a whole mess.
Well, I think, you know, as far as my concern, I want to frame it more in the narrative of, you know, we've had all this racial injustice and social unrest, all of the marches. I think 28 plus days of protests since the murder of George Floyd by a ex-Minnesota cop, Derek Chauvin. And so I just questioned what was behind that, given the pulse that's going on in the country right now. You're seeing protests not just all over the country, but all over the world. I mean, Berlin, Paris, New Zealand, my God. Everywhere. And so just for you to come out and do a rally just kind of, to me, sent the wrong signal. And but anyway, I wanted to just get your take on that.
It was the signal he wanted to send.
And so therefore, we're gonna keep pushing, because you know I can say a lot, and this is a good
me too.
show. Praise God. Amen. And I'm yet being put under the blood of Jesus, and ain't quite all the way. The blood ain't all the way covered me just yet.
Right.
I mean,
I still got some pieces that ain't.
You know, just a little more blood gotta come over. Praise God. And it ain't got there yet, so we're gonna leave it alone. All right, so we're gonna get down to business today. Thank you for participating in my Top Talker. I want to talk to Donnell Russell, because you know Donnell Russell is blowing up our comment section right now, telling me we need to redo this. Donnell Russell, put out another single, bruh.
No.
You know, and Donnell Russell is good for, I mean, the dude can sing and he can write and produce. So, and he's down there in New Orleans. So shout out and give you love to.
Hey, Donnell.
Yeah. But anyway, shout out to all of y'all, Edlin, all of you, everybody that's watching. We love you guys. Thank you for participating. I know probably most of y'all here for Lakia. That's all right. I mean,
nobody knows.
It's a superstar.
Don't nobody know me.
Yes, she is. She be singing with the stars and stuff with Pamela Mann. Praise God. Tell Tamara Man I said, hey.
I will.
Tell Tamara Man I said that Derek Huggins said, I know she don't know me from a can of paint, but just tell her I love her, and tell David Man I said I love him. And I love them as Brown and Cora.
Yes.
And anytime Tam want to come on my little itty bitty platform, I know it's just. I would love to have her. Okay. Now I want you to send that message. See, now the Bible says you have not because you ask not. Now
make your request known. You gotta make it known.
What was it?
Make your request known.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. And so since I don't have Tab's number, and I don't know if she's gonna watch this or not, maybe you can just shoot this over in her little DM or something.
I'll send it to her. I'm gonna send it to her.
You send it to her. Tam, I love you. I love you, Tam. Tam, give me 20 minutes.
I'm gonna send it to her.
Anyway, but I'm serious though, Tam, for real. If you watch this, I mean, come on my show. Hey man, we're gonna have fun. I mean, we'll have fun. Bring David with you. We can say, this is your granddaddy. This is your granddaddy. We do all that. In 20 minutes, I ain't gonna take much of your time. All right. So Lakia, the last time you were here, you saw that obviously we had a little different setup than we do today. And so when I saw that, I told you last time, and I wanted to make sure I was a man of my word. I told you that when you brought out some more music, that you had an open door here, and I wanted to make sure I kept my word. And so I'm very, very proud.
I appreciate you, brother.
Of course.
I appreciate you.
So I want to know about this single. Because, see, this interview is going to be a little different because we covered all the other stuff last time. So now I want to know, obviously, aside from the single, what else has been going on? I mean, have you been protesting?
You know what? I did. I've been protesting. They actually had a small protest. I live in a smaller city. I'm not in Fort Worth. I'm actually in Crowley.
Oh, Crowley.
Yeah, and it's a predominantly white.
Oh, I know about Crowley.
Yeah. So they actually did a protest. And I was like, okay. So of course, I was there with my kids. I mean, we loaded up with our signs.
Wait a minute. You were like, what? What you think? I can't deal.
I was like, let me get down here.
Yeah.
Listen, we made signs and we walked. There's a long street. It's kind of technically a highway, but we marched down the entire highway. We marched up the main street in Crowley, back to City Hall. I mean, and it was just, I loved every minute of it. And then even once we got back to the gathering, I was the one leading the chant. And my kids was like, girl, they didn't ask you to do that. What are you doing? I'm up there, Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
George Floyd.
Yes.
I was like, yeah. Y'all gonna know, you gonna learn today.
You're gonna learn
but
today.
I had my kids out there mainly because I wanted them to be a part of all of this. You know, my youngest, of course, I try to shield her from a lot of things that's going on in the media and everything. She knows, you know, a little bit, but not too much in detail. But my oldest two, my teenagers, they're very aware of what's going on.
Absolutely.
And so I wanted them to be a part of this and let them know, like, hey, you do have a voice. We don't have to just sit here and watch all of this stuff unfold. We can get out there and we can do something about it.
Yes.
So, yeah, I was out there protesting, child.
Listen, protest, daughter. Protest. Listen, we believe in peaceful protest over here, Saints. All right?
Peaceful. I was protesting peacefully.
All right? Ain't nobody burning nothing. Come on. We ain't tagging nothing with no graffiti. Come on here. We got children. Right. Children. Ain't nobody burning nothing.
But I mean, I really had to kind of get off of social media for a minute because I had friends who were, you know, of a different persuasion. And I wasn't necessarily looking for them to say something because I feel like, I mean, I'm not going to beg somebody who don't care to care. You know, we just got to do what we have to do. And hopefully maybe somewhere down the line, they kind of see where we're coming from and they care. But I had one particular friend who was like a childhood friend. We were neighbors and he is a Trump supporter. I mean, Trump, everything is just Trump. And so when the whole George Floyd thing happened, he didn't say a word. Cool, whatever. And then, you know, the rioting started. Well, the protest started. He didn't say anything. The rioting and then the looting started. So he shared the video of the young lady getting attacked or whatever at the Target. He shared that video and he's going in. So I had to get on there and we had a little exchange and then some of his little friends tried to jump in. I had to get on them too. And then my husband was like, girl, block him. Get off of there. Because, I mean, I was livid because I'm like, okay, you're sharing all of this. I said, but George Floyd, this happened 5 days ago. You hadn't did one post before now. I was like, so, you know, I'm not going to be the one going out there, you know, looting or whatever. However, if that is what it's going to take for you to finally say something or recognize, I say you have people on this thread who had no idea what was going on, who was oblivious to the situation until you posted this. Now they know. Now they're going to look back and say, oh, why are they doing this? What's going on? So, you know, I don't know. I kind of got mixed feelings about the way that they went about doing it. But yeah, I had to get off of there because I was like, Lord.
My only thing was the whole time was I always felt that violent protesting, whether it be looting, rioting, whatever, it always, to me, takes the conversation off of the main issue.
Yeah.
And because then it's like it's almost there's a justification for behavior, because it's like, oh well, look, these savages, they're animals, you know.
Yeah.
And so that's why I don't like it. And I believe also, just based on my study of Dr. King and other purveyors of peaceful protest, that you want to keep your main thing the main thing. And yet I totally understand the anger. I totally understand the frustration. I'm a Black man, so I'm public enemy number one.
Yeah.
I get that. But I also get that there's an intellectual way to go about doing what you need to do. And then I always tell the people that want to riot and loot, make sure you got that same energy in November. Huh?
Going out there to them polls. Get out there.
Listen, burn that poll up.
Yes.
Rock your vote. Burn the vote up. Do that. Loot that vote.
Right. Okay, I have a question, though. I have a question.
Yeah.
Let me play devil's advocate for you. Okay. Do you believe that had they not went to the extreme that they did, that we would have gotten charges against all of the cops?
Well, I'll put it this way. I can't say conclusively that would be the case, but here's why I will say this, though. There have been other riots and looting that did not advance the cause, obviously, which is why we're still out here protesting.
Right.
What I will say, I think that when you do it in Killer Mike said it like this. He said, you have to energize, you have to mobilize, you have to strategize. And what he was talking about was taking all of that concentration of anger, frustration, putting it in a thoughtful way to express your demands, go to the appropriate source that can address the issue, right?
Yeah.
Like a lot of times it's like, okay, well, sure, you burnt down a target. Yay. Now you feel good about yourself because you burnt the target down. But the person who made the DA or the judge or whoever made the decision that is disproportionately impacting Black America is still on the bench.
Yeah.
So you get what I'm saying? So it's like, burn down a target.
Absolutely.
But I can assure you, just someone who's been through the justice system, criminal justice system personally, I know they don't care about none of that stuff. They're like, burn it down. Because like you said, Target's got insurance. Right? Target a rebuild.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. There was some Black businesses or minority businesses or other smaller businesses that got impacted that were not who do not have, unfortunately, the means to be able to rebuild. And so they're having GoFundMes and all of that. But like I said, even if they did have the GoFundMe to help them rebuild, which I have to understand, these people put their life's work into these businesses. You know what I'm saying? It's not just about rebuilding the building.
Yeah.
It's like you're basically burned down their whole 12 or 13 or 20 years of work. There's a certain sentimental value that comes with that. And then some of those business owners decide they're not going to rebuild.
Yeah.
That means the community lose community jobs. So look, my bottom line is I get both sides of the argument.
So do I.
Who did it. I just believe personally there is a more strategic way we can advance our agenda. And by the way, I had to remind someone because the guy was like, oh, well, Dr. King didn't do nothing. And I was like, excuse me. Dr. King got the Civil Rights Act of 1964 passed.
Right.
He got the Voting Rights Act of 1965 passed. They successfully boycotted in Montgomery, Alabama, and got reforms there locally.
Yeah.
Civil Rights Act of 1968. Now, albeit it came after his death, but the point is, they were able to move legislation in the in a racist country in the 60s.
Yeah.
That is monumental. Listen, they ain't built no monument to Dr. King on the Mall of Washington, a national monument, because he didn't do nothing. Let's be clear. This man is a symbol around the world of peace and intellectual Black thought. Let me say that. Come on, somebody. I'm just saying.
I'm with you.
Let's show people who think we're less than, who think we're savages and animals, that no, we are actually intellectual, thought-provoking leaders that know how to advance change, and we know how to mobilize and get it to where it's supposed to be. All right, enough of that.
Right.
Because I can
we hear
3 hours somebody.
Right.
You hear me? We got it. So we're gonna move on to the music. So let's talk about your new single. First of all, Lakia Stokes, let me look you in your face when I say this. Little girl. I don't mean no disrespect when I say little girl. Little girl. Who told you?
Listen.
Let me tell you something. Lakia Stokes, this song is grown.
Yeah.
This work it out.
Definitely.
It's grown. Let me tell you what I love. Well, no, I ain't gonna tell you all of that until after we listen to it. We're gonna listen to it first, but I do want to set the song up. So talk about real quick how you got to this song, because I know the last time I had you on, you were talking about there was something in the works, and so now here it is. So let's talk about that a little bit, and then we're gonna hear the song.
Okay.
And we'll talk about it on the back end.
Okay. So "Work It Out" is my second single. It was actually written last year. I wrote the song last year, and I was kind of just sitting on it. I didn't really realize how powerful the song was. It was really just me pouring out my heart. It was I went through a really, really rough season, and the song basically just tells where I was, where my mind was at that point. Like, I can't do this. Wow. I need you to work it out, because I need you to work it out, because I'm about to lose my mind. Like, literally, I was in a really, really rough space. And so that's really where the song came from. And it was something that I was gonna just kind of save. And then everything else started happening, with the world, everything that was going on. And I'm like, Lord, this is a song for right now. Because I feel like it will touch more than just me,
Absolutely. I'm sorry. My thing got a little ahead of me.
Ready.
Look to my look. Hey, look here. You know you get embarrassed and you be like trying to cover it up a little laugh. You like, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, so that was it. I mean, I guess I'll get into detail later, but that's pretty much it. I was just going through a lot, and I needed him to do it, and I couldn't do it.
Yes.
And the only thing that I could think to say was work it out.
Work it out.
Like,
love
I don't have no long fancy prayers.
Yeah.
Like, I just need you to work it out. Period.
Well,
that's it.
Well, with that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, saints, ain'ts, friends, dogs, cats, and quarantine bays. Listen, I need all of you to give a good listen. Now, before I play this song, let me say this. Saints, we on a social platform thing and majiggy. I need you to put in your earphones and say, I can't hear the song. Well, guess what? If you can't hear the song, all you have to do is run over to Spotify. We have this on our All Access Gospel Indie Artist Corner playlist. Yes. And also, make sure you download it. Go to all digital platforms, and it's there. iTunes, YoTunes, Daytunes, AutoTune, whatever tune you got. And make sure that you cop this song. I need y'all to download it, and then I need you to stream it.
Stream it.
You hear me? All right, y'all hear me? Yes. Premiering and debuting on All Access Gospel Indie Artist Corner, it is "Work It Out" by Miss Lakia Stokes. Now let me go back, because you know the technology I want to do right sometimes. Ooh, this song grown, Lakia. Wow.
Figure this out, 'cause this ain't work. I'm trying my best, but it ain't working. What's up next? 'Cause this ain't working. So much pain that I feel. So many tears that I cried. All I see is hurt around me. It's getting hard to sleep at night. Oh. And I try to believe that you would never leave. But then I think about how you could love someone like me.
Woo! Yes, sir.
I need you, Lord. Can we share this load? I can't take it no more. I need you to work it out. I need you to can we share this load? I can't take it no more. I need you to work it out. And I pray that you work it out for me, Lord. Work it out for me, work it out for me, Lord. I'm gonna say they ain't worried.
You better kill us, Tony Braxton. My God.
I'm trying to repeat what your words say, but it's hard to compete with things in my head. So much pain that I feel.
Woo!
So many tears that I cry.
Lakia Stokes. My goodness.
It's hard to see. I'm still amazed that you could ever love someone like me. I'm trying to carry the load, but it gets heavy. So I'm laying it down. I need you, Lord. Can we share this load? I can't take it no more. Work it out. I need you to work it out.
My Lord.
I need you to. And we share this load. I can't take it no more. Work it out.
Can I be one of your background singers?
Please. I need some.
Sing it. My.
Woo!
My God. Woo!
Yeah.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, that was Work It Out by the absolutely phenomenally gifted and beautiful Lakia Stokes, my friend, my sister. So proud of you for this song.
Thank you.
Can we just do a dissect of this song?
Mm-hmm.
Because I got to take my time with it.
Okay.
I gotta say it how I feel it.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna be honest with you. Something that's kind of funny because you know I'm stupid.
Right.
But when I first heard the song, I was like, "You better, yes, give me this R&B, like just." I have to wait. Oh, this is a gospel song. Hold up.
Right.
I'm like, this sound like a shoop song, G. But what I love, first of all, let me do a couple quick shout outs. Shout out to Whitney Striblin. My BFF is watching. Marcellus Dunbar, what's up, bro? Oh, and Kia said, Whitney says, go download Work It Out by Lakia Stokes on all music platforms. You better promote your friend.
Listen, that's my sister.
Come on here. You better promote your sister. I know that's right. Listen, first of all, let me say that this song is going to be on our All Access Gospel Indie Artist playlist on Spotify. So y'all make sure that you guys do that and go and check that out for Lakia. Make sure you download the song as well. That means you purchase.
Yes.
Huh?
Buy. 99 cents.
Buy.
99 cents.
Kia got kids and a husband. And she got to let the Lord work it out.
And they expensive.
Expensive. So y'all go download the song. Also, make sure give them your Cash App, kids, so they can go and support you real good.
Oh, it is.
Amen.
Listen, what is my Cash App, Lord?
What is it, G?
It's Kia Sings. KEASINGS. Kia Sings.
All right.
That's my Cash App.
Kia Sings, y'all. Okay, I posted it in my comments.
Yay.
And I'm gonna pin it to the comments. Y'all make sure y'all go and show her some love. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. All right, so okay, let's talk about this song.
Okay. Ooh. Oh,
why are you just a banging fool? Oh my nerves, but I love it. Okay, Kia.
Yes.
Just how do you do this? Like
it sounds so cliche, but it really is a God-given talent. Like, my parents do not sing. Like, there's nobody in my family who sings. Wow. I was told that my great-grandmother on my father's side was a musician. Mm-hmm. And he was a pastor. So, I mean, maybe somewhere down, but like nobody sings in my family.
Okay. So, I'm just because I'm telling you, this song is one of those songs that you like it right off the muscle, but at the same time, it's one of those songs. It's like it marinates. You know, like a good meatloaf. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. When the seasoning done got down good, down in the texture and the core of the meat.
The crevices.
Mm-hmm. And you can taste all the garlic and the. Oh God, I'm getting hungry. Okay, so look here. This song is so amazing. I love the message. Like I said, I think some of the best songs are the songs that have simplicity, because there's a certain level of simplicity with the song and the message. Work it out. You know, who hasn't said "Work it out, Lord"? Right?
Yeah.
I think we've all had those moments. Absolutely. And we'll probably have some more, you know?
Right.
God, I need you to work this thing out. Let's talk about the production aspect of it. Let's talk about that. And just tell us.
So I wrote the song, you know, I don't play anything. I can't even hardly whistle. So I reached out to Hi Jackson, and Hi has worked with Tamla Mann. He did a lot on the Love album. Mm-hmm. He's worked with, different people. So I reached out to Hi and I sent him the song. And the way I sent it to him, it was more so just like an acoustic guitar.
Right.
And me singing. And I said, hey, I need it to sound like this. This is what I want it to sound like, and I don't want to I don't want a lot of bounce in it. Like, I want people to actually hear the message. I don't want the music to overshadow what I'm saying. So I want it to be simple, but I want it to have feel, whatever. Mm-hmm. I sent it to him, and he sent me back like a phase 1 when he just started working on it. And I was like, this is it.
Yeah.
This is it. Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah.
So he reached out. So it was him, Justin Lyons, who plays guitar, and another guy out of Atlanta, Matt, who played keys. And they just put it together, and they really executed my vision flawlessly.
Yes.
Like, they did a phenomenal job. Yes.
Definitely kudos to those guys. Because listen, let me tell you something. This song gives me all the feels that I need to feel. You understand? And one of the things I always say, as an artist manager for over the years, I always told my artists that, to me, there was a very simplistic formula to putting songs together. always said if you're doing a lot vocally, then keep your music simplistic, and vice versa. What I like, you almost got like a hybrid thing going on with this song, because like you're giving me this color and the range, but you're also giving me this really low bottom thing. That's why I said, you gotta give us Tony Brown. My
Tony on.
Tony. Unbreak my, yeah.
Cause you know that's really, if I could sing down there all the time, that would be me. That's but you know, like coming from the church, you ain't singing if you ain't hollering.
Right.
You know, we need some for you to be really singing. Like before, you know, you singing down there and they like, oh, okay, that's cute.
But what was cool?
But what else you got? You know.
Yeah, but what was cool with the song though was that it was like, and one of those things that I always told the artist or anyone that I was consulting, I'm like, give the color, but give it in the right placement. And that's what great singers like you. Shout out to my girl Robin McGee. You know, I got
Robin. I love her.
She loves me too. She told me, yeah. So anyway, but all of y'all great singers, Donnell Russell, some others that I know, y'all, it's like placement matters. Because have you ever heard a singer like the singer starts on 10, and stay on 10 the whole song? You'd be like,
you didn't go nowhere. You went from here.
I didn't go on no journey. Take me on a trip.
No. And you know what? I learned that from Kurt. I was working in the studio with Kurt, maybe about a year or two ago.
Was it Kurt
and
Franklin?
He was saying, Kurt Franklin, sorry, yes.
You know, because I didn't know the same stuff. You talking about Kurt Brown.
And like, I would never forget that he said, tell the story.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, tell the story.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want to hear no story and the person just telling, and let me tell you what happened. You know, and they just out the gate, they already at the climax.
Yeah.
You know, you really engage when they started out, and then they give you a little bit more. And then by the end of the story, you like, oh my God, this is a great story. You know, he was like, tell the story, give them somewhere to go, take them on a journey.
Yeah.
And so I really tried to implement that too, you know, just tell the story.
Well, you definitely told the story. And I loved just so much about this song that I love. I love the simplicity, but I also loved the musical elements, you know, just there was color with it. There was color with what you did, even vocally. And you gave me all aspects of your range from the bottom to the top. Gave us a few runs in there. Cause you know, that's another thing about church folks. You know, they love runs.
We love us some runs.
And I love runs too, don't get me wrong. And I said, but sometimes I just long for the melody. Can you just give me a good, great melody? And I kind of miss those singers of old, you know, that used to flat foot sing.
Just sing. Yeah.
But anyway, so it all has its place, but I appreciate the song very, very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to remind you guys again to be on our All Access Gospel Indie Artist Corner playlist. Make sure that you support the playlist. Go over there and like it, will you please? Thank you so very much. And download this. Now I put Kia's Cash App down there, $ Kia Sings. Now y'all send her a little change, some chicken money. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, you might want a coffee, you know. You know what I'm saying? I love saying coffee in New York. Coffee. And anyway, make sure you support her and do that. Now look, okay, so Kia, what's going on? I know Corona's kind of got everybody hemmed up. It certainly look, Corona just torched all my plans. You want to talk about a riot?
Listen.
My God.
Everything. But you know what? Corona, you know, and I know and I understand, you know, a lot of people, you know, were out of work, still out of work. You know, it affected a lot of people in a lot of different ways. For me personally, Corona really pushed me because I was going so much. And I know I got to get this music out. I want to work on this. I want to do this. I want to do that. But I wasn't really doing anything because I was going so much. It gave me time to really just sit down. And I got this song done in the midst of COVID. Yeah. You know, so it really, and some other things, you know, so it really did help me to kind of refocus. on what I need to be doing. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Kind of all over the place.
Yeah, same for me. You know, it's so interesting because I was talking to my dad about this yesterday, and I was saying how COVID-19 in a lot of ways hindered some things, but then it birthed other things. You know what I'm saying? And one of the things I have been saying consistently ever since all this started, I said God was using this as a reset moment. And those who take advantage of the reset and still be creative and productive throughout all of this will be able to see that once all of this subsides and is over. Because the thing is, you have to set your life up beyond COVID-19. And anyway, let me say this too, I think it's important that this is said. Everybody came into this year, 2020, hype, on fire, like, oh, this is Vision 2020, 2020, blah, 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 blah. But now everybody's like abandoned that. And so I've been one of those ones that said, no, I'm still going to see the vision God gave me in 2020. Regardless. It may not, guess what? It may come in a different form. It may come in a different packaging, but it's still my year. I still
and it don't matter what's going on when it's your year and it's your time. You just gotta work what you can work with.
Yes.
Because COVID and nothing else can't stop what God has for you when it's your time. And I appreciated that too about even, you know, during COVID, Tamla Man, she did a quarantine worship alive, you know, worship.
Yeah, I remember that.
Like a big thing that everybody was doing. And during the live, you know, when we were rehearsing for it, they sent out the set list and my song, What a Friend, was on the set list. And I'm like, why is my song on here? Like, this is not a Tamla Man song. And they were like, no, we're going to do your song for, you know, the quarantine worship. And I was like, you know, okay. And then when I look back on it, the response that I got from just doing that, you know, giving me that platform just for the 5 minutes, you know, to allow me to do my song. You know, I got a lot of followers behind that, a lot of song purchases. I mean, and it was a blessing for me. And I thought about it. Had COVID not happened, we wouldn't have done that. We wouldn't have been at home, you know, doing quarantine worship. So 1 million people would not have been exposed to my song and to me as an artist.
Oh my goodness. So that's so phenomenal. And let me say this too. You know, God has, you know, people say it this way. Older people used to say, God does things, he works in mysterious ways or whatever. And what I always felt was, take this opportunity to get the best value from whatever God is allowing to happen. Something I've been doing for the last, I don't know, probably 2 weeks now. I do something on my post every day called Derek's Daily Affirmations. I literally type affirmations every single day, and I say them verbally out of my mouth every day. And let me tell you something. I have watched God do some just incredible things in that little space of time. You talking about work it out. He has worked it out. He has turned it out, worked it out, flipped it out, slapped it out. My God. For real.
He's just good like that.
Yeah, he's good like that. So look, I want to say, what do you say? I have to get this in because I think you've had some modicums of success, especially dealing with or singing with Tamla Man. I still want you to speak to, and I know you kind of did this the last time, but maybe you've gotten some fresh perspective since the last time that I asked you this question. What would you say to any aspiring or upcoming artists or indie artists that are out there right now, especially navigating COVID-19?
Yeah.
Pretty much everybody, like the Clark sisters, was singing remotely on Jimmy Kimmel. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's the game changed for everybody.
Yes.
What would you say to encourage or inspire?
Yes, indie artists. You know, what I've learned just during this time, the internet is your best friend. Social media right now is your best friend. I mean, even if you don't have something ready, produced, mixed, mastered to put out, if you sing, do singing videos. Just get in your bathroom and sing a song and post it. You know, get on the keyboard if you play, whatever it is, business. I mean, you know, whatever. But, you know, especially for artists, utilize this time while everybody is home sitting still.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just like how with the whole George Floyd thing, not to go back there, but you know, if we weren't all home, we may not have all been so aware and so vocal to what was going on, but everybody was at home watching.
Yes.
You know, so it's kind of like the same concept. Everybody is at home. So don't get discouraged during this time. Utilize this time to really get yourself out there, because you got people at home and this is all they're doing all day.
Yeah.
On their phones.
Yeah.
Scrolling, sharing, buying.
Yeah.
You know. So that's definitely one thing. And just don't be discouraged. Don't despise small beginnings.
Mm-hmm.
You know, very few people it happens for overnight.
Right.
Most people, they've been in the game years and years before we know who they are.
Mm-hmm.
So don't get discouraged if we don't know you after a year and a half.
Right.
You know, keep going, keep pushing, keep putting music out there.
Yeah.
And if you are diligent in what you are doing, if you're consistent and you're actually putting out good product. Okay. I have to make sure I said that. I just have to make sure I said that a few times.
Look, I'm like that old person.
Don't just give them anything. Just don't give us anything for the sake of you, an indie artist. You know, try to put your best foot forward, and eventually it's gonna catch fire. It's somebody is going to see it eventually if you're consistent in what you're doing. So consistency is definitely key.
Let me say this. I have to piggyback on this because I think it's so important, and I'm gonna say this probably till I die. Look, artists out there, it is not just enough that you are singing about God or Jesus or the Holy Ghost.
Yeah.
You need to make sure it's excellent.
Please.
Because think of it this way. We're speaking of a God, of a being that we say is absolutely phenomenal. He can do anything. Think of the praises we heap upon God. So then for us to turn around then and not give him our best, you know, it just doesn't add up. And so what happens, I think what happens, Lakia, with a lot of people is that they think they'll say stuff like, oh, well, you know what? God called me. And I don't doubt that. But sometimes even when God calls us, we can divert purpose by not living up to the idea of what God presented for us to be and the purpose that he presented us to be. Simply put, I'm saying, make sure that you put excellence behind what it is that you're doing, because it's so important that you understand that this is exactly how God will help you move forward when you learn and you take it seriously.
Yeah.
Don't just expect because you're a gospel artist that people are going to buy your stuff or people are going to support you, because at the end of the day, they're still music consumers. So they're going to consume what they like. And you have to make it relatable, and you have to make it likable and reachable.
Exactly.
Would you agree with that?
Yeah, absolutely. 1000%.
Yeah.
I do.
So don't just be talking about you levitated in your bed last night and the Holy Ghost and the cherubims and the seraphims were flying around your bed. That's not enough.
It's not. You're gonna have to do a little bit more. And like my husband, I mean, I don't have like a team per se, but I have people that I consult with and, you know, run ideas by. And they're always like, girl, you know you're not Beyonce, right? Like, I'm gonna need you to scale it back a bit. But I'm like, hey, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it right. Like, I want the best videographer if I'm gonna do a video.
Yep.
You know, if I'm gonna get some production done, I need the best of the best doing the production.
Yes.
I need, you know what I'm saying? Because I just, like you said, at the end of the day, we are still music consumers.
Right.
So we're gonna buy what we like. We're gonna buy something that's good. You don't want no food and it's just all thrown together on the plate and want somebody to eat it. We don't want to eat it.
Because, you know, because it's a Christian business, so they can just throw my food all over my plate. The devil is behind. Be encouraged. Go back and do your first work over, daughter. Because this food ain't right. You understand?
It ain't right.
It ain't right.
It ain't right. You got to get that thing. You got to put it on there.
That's it.
Yeah.
You want Jesus?
Make sure that your product match your presentation.
Yeah, absolutely.
My God.
Yeah, that's it.
Because have you ever got some food and it looks so good?
Yes.
You was ready, and then you start eating it like, oh.
And it tastes like hot cardboard.
This is disgusting. You know. So
yeah.
It's
gotta be right. It's gotta be right, y'all. I think it's time out for all of this, what I call ostrich gospel, where you stick your head in the sand about what's going on with your music, because this stuff is not right, and then we're upset because people are not consuming it or supporting it or sharing it. Trust me, if it's good, they'll share it.
They will.
They don't even have to know you. The people don't even have to know you. But if your stuff is good, trust me.
Yeah.
How do you think people go viral? That's how people like Lady Gaga. What's her name? Billie Eilish. I ain't know who Billie Eilish was.
And cleaned up at the Grammys. Do you hear me? Cleaned up.
Just saying, y'all. So, hey, CC Godboat. God bless you. Courtney Weisinger. All of y'all, thank you so much for watching. Love you guys. Look. So you said a mouthful, and I'm just so glad again that you were on to debut your single here. Again, ladies and gentlemen, it's called "Work It Out." It is on all digital platforms. Written.
Go get it.
He is Courtney. I think who was that? Whitney. Repost the Cash App down in the thing, daughter. Woman, God bless you. Somebody got to tell you who that is. You know, we country over here. Who that is?
Right.
So we knows it. Who is that?
Who at the door?
Who is it? But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, make sure that you go and download Work It Out by Lakia Stokes on all digital platforms. Make sure that you support our All Access Gospel Indie Artist Corner Spotify playlist. Y'all, we big time now. Praise God.
I love it.
And I'm working on getting us on Roku and Apple TV.
Yes. See? That's how you do it.
I'm not playing games. So we're on that. We're doing some great things for the Lord. And I'm, seriously, I said this earlier about my daily affirmations. I want to encourage everybody watching me. Even if you think it sounds stupid, do it. Yeah. I want to challenge you to do this. Every day, speak affirmations out of your mouth. There's a biblical undertone to this, which says that thou shalt decree a thing and it shall be established. I am a believer, not just because I believe, but because I've seen evidence that in these 2 weeks that I've been doing these affirmations, God literally has shifted the needle in my life. So quickly. And my own outlook on life is so much more clear, so much more bright and vibrant, and I have this new zest and zeal for life. So I want to challenge you guys, if you're watching this, do some daily affirmations, write them down, and then say them.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Okay, now Kia, do you have any what do you want to say to the people before we see? I don't like leaving you. You know, it's fun. Like, but I know I gotta let you go. You got a husband, insurance, and
I know, right? I appreciate you. I really do.
I appreciate you
for giving me this platform. You know what I'm saying? I really do appreciate that, and I know a lot of indie artists really appreciate people like you, Indie Artist Corner, for just allowing us to come on here because, like I said earlier, don't nobody know me. Nobody know me. So
they know you have a Family Man virtual worship. Quarantine worship.
Yes, I just want to appreciate you and thank everybody who has downloaded the song. I appreciate you guys as well. Y'all keep downloading, keep streaming, keep sharing. Tell your mama them, your cousin them, your baby daddy, whoever.
Your enemy. God need to work out some stuff in their life too. And who knows? After they download the song, they may not be your enemy anymore.
Listen, might get convicted.
Get convicted in Jesus' name. All right, so look, we got to get out of here. That's our time, ladies and gentlemen. Look, Kia, I want to tell you that you are such an effervescent personality. You are such a wonderful person, inside and out. Inside and out. I really, truly, truly speak and pray that God will just absolutely blow your mind with your music, with open doors, with opportunities, with finances, the whole time. I speak that over you, and I pray that it be so in Jesus' name. And again, thank you so much for just
you too. It's your time.
I receive it.
I love God elevating you, and then this whole setup. I'm just loving this setup. I'm just loving it.
Thank you. We're definitely, and like I said, I got some good things in the works right now. So we're gonna please keep me in your prayers.
I will.
I appreciate you. Thank you for your husband and your children for sharing you with us. It's good music. And all right, so now, ladies and gentlemen, before I get out of here, I need y'all to do me a favor. If you ain't done it already, okay, don't forget our website is www.allaccessgospel.com. Also, you can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at AA Gospels right down there on your screen. Talking about the setup. Come on, set up.
Come on, set up.
You better get your setup so the Lord can set you.
Set up your setup.
Oh, listen. Get your setup so the Lord can set you up. My God.
You know what? That's a word. That'll preach.
You think I'm playing?
Set up so the Lord can set you up.
I'm going to preach that. You get your setup so the Lord can set you up. Come on here.
That'll preach.
Because sometimes, you know what happens? We are not prepared for what we ask God for. So what happens is when the opportunity opens, you caught flat-footed.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So God says, prepare you the way of the Lord in the desert, right? And he was saying, basically, in the dry place is where you want to prepare the way of the Lord, because then when he comes in, he's got, so I wasn't trying to preach.
I feel a shift.
No,
but that's true, though.
I'll shout all in y'all face. But seriously, though,
it's so true.
Take this time, prepare, enhance. Always look for ways that you can enhance what it is that you do. Enhance your craft. Develop your craft. These are the things that are going to help you get to the next level. So, Lakia, we got to go. It's always such a pleasure to have you on. Thank you.
I love you. I
love you so much. You know that. Anytime you're welcome here. I'm definitely going to keep you posted again. We are vigorously planning our first annual Indie Artist Corner retreat for artists. Next year, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be in April of 2021.
Oh,
and
wow.
By then, Corona should have been on us somewhere. Going on. Right. Leave us alone.
Get on somewhere.
So we're speaking that Corona will be, she'll be under control.
Yes.
To where we can do this. But it's going to be a great time because it's not just going to be educational piece. And it's not just going to be the performances, but there's going to be team building exercises, recreational, just chill atmosphere, have a good time, where the artist room, and then everybody's going to go. No, I want it to really be interactive where everybody's getting to know each other, build some lifelong friendships, lifelong connections. Yeah. It's going to be really dope. So we're looking forward to that. You better come work it out.
Please keep me posted. Please.
You better come work it out.
Listen, I will be there.
Looking as the late mother Ethel May Fletcher used to tell me, you better. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's been our time. We thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of Indie Artist Corner on All Access Gospel with my fabulous artist, Miss Lakia Stokes, and work it out.
I love y'all.
Download it right now. Until next time, you have been tuned into Indie Artist Corner, All Access Gospel. We out. Bye, Lakia Stokes. Out.